Morning, everybody. My name is Sir Jude, and today I will be recapping our second macromolecule of life after proteins. Now, from the from the set of food here, we have corn, lasagna, milk, pandesal or bread, and potato. You can assume that they contain a special type of macromolecule of life called the carbohydrates, otherwise known as the sugars. Now, saan ba gawa ang carbohydrates or asukal? The building blocks of carbohydrates are called monosaccharides, otherwise known as simple sugars. Para sa ba ang carbohydrates? Since most ng mga food examples sa carbohydrates ay go food, no? Therefore, carbohydrates are energy storage and structural component. Now, there are plenty of carbohydrates, but I want only to focus on three. The first is glucose, called the blood sugar, which is very important which plays an important factor specifically in diabetes and in circulation of blood. The second is galactose, otherwise known as a component of the milk sugar. And the last one is fructose, otherwise known as the fruit sugar. You can find fructose in a variety of fruits, such as what you see on the screen, like banana, pineapple, orange, apple, kiwi, pear, grapes, etc., etc. Now, bakit sila tinawag na monosaccharides or simple sugar? To find out the number of sugars, you must look at the shape or the number of shapes of a sugar. So, for glucose and galactose, that resembles the shape of a hexagon. So, for them, one hexagon is considered one sugar unit. Now, of the three of them, si fructose ay naiiba ng shape because si fructose ay five-sided. So, pentagon ang ina-adapt niya shape. So, regardless kung kakaiba man ang shape ni fructose compared kay glucose at galactose, all of them contain one sugar as defined by their shape or polygon shape. Now, as you can see, all carbohydrates contain three elements. C for carbon, H for hydrogen, and O for oxygen. Now, what happens when we join two monosaccharides or two sugar units together? Pag dalawa na sila, we now call them disaccharides, otherwise known as two sugars. So let's start with maltose, also known as the malt sugar, which can be found in malt or grains that are used for fermentation of beer and wine. Okay? Kung papansin nyo, the left side of the maltose is a glucose, and the right side of maltose is also a glucose. So maltose is a combination of two glucose molecules. Now, the second disaccharide is called lactose, which is a milk sugar. On the left side of lactose, that's a galactose, while on the right side of lactose is a glucose. So therefore, galactose and glucose make up lactose. Number three, and our final example of disaccharides is sucrose, otherwise known as the table sugar. Ito na yung mismong asukal na binibili sa grocery, na mismong Dinadagdag natin pag nagtitimpla tayo ng kape, orange juice, and other homemade beverages. Now, table sugar, sa left side niya, that's glucose. And sa right side niya, that's a fructose. So, glucose plus fructose equals sucrose. Ngayon, as you can see, all disaccharides have a special oxygen bond in between. And those oxygen bonds linking two monosaccharides together, we call them glycoside bond. So, saan ba makikita yung mga glycoside bonds? So, ayan yung kay maltose, ayan yung kay lactose, and then ayan yung kay sucrose. Okay? Now, what happens when you add more sugars to disaccharides? Now, we have now the polysaccharides, also known as multiple sugars. When we say polysaccharides, you now have more than two sugar units. So our first example is starch, which is the energy storage of plants. Yan. So naririnig natin yung starch sa cornstarch, potato, sweet potato. Yung starchy taste and yung starchy texture pag kinakagat sila, that's what starch is. The second one is glycogen, the energy storage of animals. So ang glycogen po ay matatagpuan sa ating liver or atay. Kasi dyan na-accumulate yung glucose na nakukuha natin from the food, then dinedeliver ng bloodstream to our liver. Kaya, if you see a liver spread or rhino, no, gawa po yan sa atay ng hayop. And lastly, balik tayo sa plants. Isa pa sa makikita nating polysaccharides sa plants ay ang cellulose, the structural component of plants. So, kung mapapansin nyo, bakit hindi natin kinakain ang plants ng raw? Kapag sabi ng raw na hilaw, bakit hindi natin kinakagat basta-basta yung bark or stem or yung branch ng tree as a source of food? Bakit yung animals kaya gawin yun? That's because yung matigas sa structure ay dahil sa cellulose itself. And tayong human beings, wala tayong enzyme that can digest cellulose. Animals, such as the herbivores, have an enzyme that can digest cellulose. So, because of that, they can eat raw plants while us, kailangan pa natin siyang lutuin. Now, you might be wondering, sir, hindi ko na makita yung mga pentagon and hexagon shapes. Ang nakikita ko na lang is green circles na magkakadikit. So, yung mga green circles na yan yung tinatawag natin na mismong sugar units. And mahirap na siyang bilangin kasi masyado na siyang marami. Although technically kaya pa siyang bilangin. But each of those beads, of each bead of representing the green circles, all of them are glucose. So, yung mga green circles na nakikita nyo, puro yung glucose na paulit-ulit, nag-iba-iba lang ng anyo or ng attachment. Okay? So now, let's recap everything that we discussed in our carbohydrate profile. Let's characterize the sugars below based on their type and sugar. Okay, first, our first example is a cornstarch. That's our carbohydrate, the starch. And we know that starch is composed of several sugar units. That's why we classify it as a polysaccharide. And it is composed of more than 2 glucose units. Okay? Now, second picture natin, we have milk. And we have two sets of answers for milk kasi dalawa yung carbohydrate na in-assign natin for the milk sugar. Unahin muna natin si galactose. Okay? Si galactose po ay isang monosaccharide. And since monosaccharide na siya, wala na siyang sugar unit other than itself. So maglalagay ako dito ng Na. However, meron pa tayong milk sugar called the lactose. Si lactose po ay disaccharide at binubuo po siya ng galactose at saka glucose. Next, third carbohydrate natin is makikita sa malt or grain or beer or wine. We call that the maltose. At si maltose po ay isang disaccharide. At binubuo po siya ng 2 glucose units. Next, number 4. Number 4 is the sugar that is found in our blood that's called the glucose. And glucose is a simple sugar, so it is a monosaccharide. And because it is already the simplest sugar, wala na siyang ibang sugar unit other than itself. Next, number 5 is called table sugar, otherwise known as sucrose. And sucrose is a disaccharide that is composed of glucose and fructose. Number 6 is a series of fruit juices, and we know that the sugar is responsible for the sweet taste of most fruits is fructose. And fructose, just like glucose, is a monosaccharide. And because it is already a simple sugar, then therefore wala na siyang ibang sugar unit other than itself. Our last two carbohydrates is, ayan, so we have the wood bark, and we know that the carbohydrate responsible for the thickness and rigidity of wood bark is cellulose. And we know that cellulose is composed of multiple sugars. That's why it is a polysaccharide. And it is composed of more than 2 glucose units. Now, last is liver na binubuo po or contains glycogen, wherein it is a polysaccharide. And just like cellulose and starch before, it's also composed of more than 2 glucose units. Now, that's all for today. Maraming salamat po sa pakikinig, and hopefully magamit niyo po ito for your service. Thank you and goodbye.